If I lived like this every day, I would be bankrupt. That is so cool. Welcome to a day in Montreal. This past weekend, it was sunny. People were tanning outside. And today it's snowing. That's April for you in Canada. I'm on my way to work. It's like 6 a.m. And this weather's not gonna get me down because today we're having a lucky girl day. We're gonna figure out what that means together. But for now, I gotta try to not let this weather get me down and go have a good work shift. Across the hall neighbors and we're parking neighbors. Today we're going to be trying something completely new, something I've never done before, which is to have a kind of trend inspired or themed day in my life. I am someone, I will admit, who falls for trends pretty easily. Like, I kind of joke and say that like I'm a sheep, like I fall for the fashion trends, I fall for the water bottle trends, but I'm also not mad about it. Like, I don't know, I just think there's kind of something fun in participating in the trends if they make you feel confident and they make you feel good. That being said, I also understand that the way, especially with TikTok, that trends are just moving and passing so quickly is also really, really overwhelming. And in the past, some of the trends have made me feel not so good. Like when that girl was like everything, I feel like it was like, oh, there was a whole year where that girl was like so trendy, and that trend did a number on my self-confidence. Because with that trend, I felt like you had to look a certain way, you had to be a certain way, you had to eat a certain way, dress a certain way. And I felt like that trend was giving off this message that if you aren't all of those things, therefore you are not that girl. And that girl is, you know, desirable and successful and whatever. So that was a trend that I really had to like remove myself from. I had to stay away from it. I even remember like making myself not go on TikTok, not go on Instagram for a while because that trend just did me so wrong. To this day, I really steer clear from TikTok. I just find it's kind of not the place for me. But every once in a while, you know, the really popular trends kind of make their way over to Instagram, and this lucky girl trend is one that I was seeing that just made me feel really positive and made me feel really inspired. So inspired that I decided to dedicate this whole day and this whole vlog to figuring out together like what is lucky girl syndrome and just kind of having a lucky girl day in my life. And I don't even know 100% what it is. We're gonna dive into that in a second, but just last night, as I was like kind of planning out my day for today, I felt like a pep in my step. I felt light. I felt happy. Like I was like, yeah, let's go have a lucky day. Like, I don't know, there's just something so positive about this saying. So I'm like, let's dive in, let's embrace it, and let's have a lucky girl day together. So you guys can see I'm at my office. That's also why I'm like talking a little bit more quietly, because it's the morning, everyone's here, and my day is already kind of rolling. It started really early. Like you guys saw, I did my work shift. I went home and had breakfast, just read for a little bit to just kind of like take a break and switch gears into like this mode. And now we're here. So I grabbed my laptop. I want to just kind of like figure out what is like the true definition of lucky girl syndrome, because I know how I'm interpreting it, but I want to know like, what does the internet have to say? What is lucky girl syndrome? What? No. A recent TikTok trend utilizes the term lucky girl syndrome, which simply refers to the idea that if you believe you're lucky, good things will come to you. This has led to many people using this phrase as a form of manifestation. So you may be wondering, is there any harm in embracing this trend? Okay, this is from the Cleveland Clinic. Why is the Cleveland Clinic writing an article on lucky girl syndrome? So this website goes on to explain pretty much what I intuitively thought lucky girl syndrome was, is it's basically putting out positive vibes, putting out positive affirmations into the world or the universe, and then attracting those positive things back to you. This is something that I have believed in for years and years and years, and I feel like over my life I have successfully manifested some really, really cool things, including jobs, including trips to Australia. And I've also in the past and to this day let negative self-talk get in the way of accomplishing my goals, letting things come true, and all of that. So I really believe that lucky girl syndrome or manifestation is real. My vision for this day is going through the motions of like partly a regular day, but also just kind of beefing up, like having a dream day, if you will, because it's not every day that I go shopping downtown or go grab a coffee or a matcha. But no matter what I'm doing, always looking at things through the view of like, I'm so lucky to be doing this. I'm so grateful to be doing this. Great things happen to me. The article that I'm looking at also gave a couple of positive affirmations that I will share with you right now. I am in the right place at the right time. The best things happen to me. I'm so lucky. Things just work out for me. The universe is conspiring to bring me great things. So those are all from that article. A positive affirmation that I'm going to be using today is all of my dreams are coming true and I am living my dream life. Whenever I walk through life with that idea in my head, it's literally like rose-colored glasses of like, I am living my dream life. Even the mundane things can feel so special. Like an example that I love is whenever I take the metro, which is like the subway, the underground transportation here in Montreal, and I think like, wow, I used to dream of living in Montreal. I used to like just dream of this day. I am living my dream life here on the metro. It makes my little commute feel so amazing. So that's what's up for today. Now, although I am a lucky girl, I am a lucky girl with a job, a few jobs. I'm gonna be taking my workload a little bit easier today. And so I do wanna say like, this is not an everyday thing. This is not a typical day in my life. I'm really making it special for the video, but I still have some deadlines that I need to respect. So let's go over to my desk. I'm gonna plan my day and get started on work. I feel like it's been forever since I've showed you guys writing in my planner. I used to show it in every single video. This is the Mind Your Business Planner by Neat Sun Raider, and I love it so much. When I moved, I kind of like put it into a weird place and forgot about it. So it was like a couple weeks without using it and I missed it. So I'm definitely back on it. Today, I am grateful for all my good luck and my 3 priorities of the day. I have a video that I want to upload today. I filmed like just a quick mid-month money check-in. So I want to edit and upload that today. I really hope it's going to be possible. Just kidding, I'm lucky and it is possible. I haven't done a workout in a while, so I want to do a workout today, and I'd like to spend 2 hours on copywriting. This I will probably do this evening. Yesterday morning, I woke up with such bad anxiety, And I'm really proud of myself because I sat on the couch, I made a tea, I journaled, and I just reflected on how I was feeling. And the anxiety was coming from feeling overwhelmed by all of the work that I had to do, which I think is a classic for me, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. In case anyone is new, just like a quick little refresher, I guess, I have kind of multiple jobs, which I love, but sometimes they all get busy at the same time, which can be very, very overwhelming. I have YouTube as a job, I have a part-time job at a spin studio, and I also have 2 contracts that I work on. One of them is copywriting and the other one is more administrative. And I will have weeks with copywriting where it's like very dead, not a lot to do, and then all of a sudden I'll get like a new project and it's like all hands on deck, let's go. I don't know, okay, I'm like hesitant to say this, but honestly, like I think it's cool and like I'm very grateful for it. I'm so lucky. But what can be tricky with my copywriting is it can be hard to set boundaries sometimes because I work actually with like an executive at the company, which is really, really cool. It's really like cool exposure, cool learning, and like I'm writing about really interesting stuff. But when you're working with an executive, it's also like a lot of pressure, and I feel the pressure to like be on time and deliver and like be quick. And so when you have these conflicting priorities, it can be hard to know what to prioritize. So yesterday I woke up and I was quite anxious, but through my journaling, and then I also did like a full body stretch for almost 45 minutes. Throughout all of that, I was able to change my mindset from, oh my God, overwhelmed, how am I gonna get it all done, to just take your time and be so grateful that you have all of these jobs that you love and all of these opportunities. Because for years I was working jobs that I hated and I still felt overwhelmed then. So I'm like, it's okay to be overwhelmed, but just be grateful that you enjoy what you're doing. And that took so much of the anxiety off of my chest. Like I feel my anxiety here. It took it off my chest, and I had an amazing, productive day yesterday where I also was able to take breaks and take care of myself and enjoy. And so I just want to keep that same mindset today. So that's a little work update. I feel like I haven't given one in a while, but it's very relevant to like the good luck that I'm feeling and the gratitude that I feel. And I guess that's a little tip for anyone who maybe you don't enjoy your job. Maybe you have just days where you don't enjoy your job. I'm sure that there's one element in your job or your day that you can focus in on and be grateful for. And focusing on that and that part that you enjoy or that you're grateful for, it could be like a steady paycheck. Maybe you don't like any element of your job, but you like that steady paycheck. Focusing on gratitude for that rather than what you're anxious about or resentful of, it's not going to fix all of your problems, but I do think in the moment it's going to make you feel a little bit better and just make those feelings more manageable. So that's my tip. I think it's very in line with lucky girl syndrome. We all have stuff to be grateful for. We all have things that make us lucky, and that's what we want to focus on. Lucky day. JS just called and he just kind of like surprised me at my office. There's a cafe here, so we're gonna grab a little lunch together, which is so fun. Hello. Oh. I didn't keep you waiting.
4 minutes?
Oh my God, that's how long it takes to get downstairs.
Well, it's okay.
It's okay.
Appearance.
I did tell them that, and even your bad mood is not going to turn my lucky day around.
It's not my bad mood.
I'm just exporting my video. I finished it, which I'm so proud of. So on Monday this week, I filmed like a mid-month money check-in, and then I edited that and I want it to go live. It's getting kind of late. It might go live tomorrow. We shall see. but it's exporting and I'm gonna have like the thumbnail done. So it's all gonna be ready to go, whether that's today or tomorrow, which feels amazing. Every time I finish a video, I'm like, it's like I just gave birth. I'm like, go off into the world. But I feel very proud. One of the things I talked about in that video was how I was a little bit stressed about money because I was missing a payment from one of my contracts. And I was like, I think it's because of the long weekend, but I'm not sure. And I don't know if I need to follow up. And I had told myself that if today the payment doesn't arrive, I'm going to follow up. I just like, freelancers out there, you know, I hate following up. It's just like, ugh, it's the worst feeling. And I checked my bank account and the payment arrived. So that is amazing. Literally couldn't have happened on a better day if I planned it, but that's super exciting. Now I am getting a bit itchy because it's 2 o'clock. What am I saying? It's 2:30 and I want to get downtown before the stores close at 5. And I know I literally have so much time, but I'm still just like, I'm excited to go. So I'm itching. But something really exciting I'm like going to be sharing with you guys literally right now is that this video is sponsored by Simon's, also known as La Maison Simon's. So I have a little bit of a try on haul for you and then like an amazing story time that is just so in line with this manifestation lucky girl syndrome video. So I guess without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to set you guys up and we're going to film this clip. I'm going to show you this clip. Look at the lighting. We love a window. The fact that I'm working with Simon's in partnership on this video is so special to me. Some of you guys probably already know my kind of relationship and history with this brand. But for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna tell you in 1 minute. But from the bottom of my heart, when I say this is like a pinch me dream come true moment, like I really mean it. I'm gonna show you the clothes and I'll tell you a little bit about Simon's as I do so. Simon's is a department store that was founded in Quebec City, here in Quebec. And to this day, they are a family-run business with stores across Canada. Now, the big reason why this collab is so special to me is because I used to work in one of the Simon's stores, the one we're gonna go visit in downtown Montreal. And it was an amazing experience for me working there. When you shop at Simon's or when you shop online, you'll notice that there are various kind of departments. And these departments are made up of in-house brands as well as other brands that they kind of feature in their stores. The department that I worked in was called Icon, and that is the department where this first outfit is from. It was kind of known as the like young professional, like trendy department, and I loved all of the clothes that we were selling. I was like always shopping on the job, always spending money. This first outfit is a matching set. These are the pants. They've got a bit of a flared leg and this super funky print. In the back, they have this slit pocket, which I was always taught that the slit pocket means it's like business casual. So I feel like you could wear these to the office, maybe with just like a plain shirt on top. But like I said, I went for the matching set and got this kind of button up tube top. I don't even know how to describe this thing, besides that it is so cool. Let's try it on. They are a perfect fit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're so good and they're nice and stretchy. They've got pockets. And I would say they're like a mid to high rise. They cut off right at my belly button. You guys can see they're like flared. This cardigan that I'm wearing is actually from Simon's. I got it a couple years ago with these little puffy sleeves. And I think it looks good with these pants. Like you could do black or white on top. I feel like you could also do a pink on top. This is the top. It is insane together. They just look so cool. I've never had an outfit like this, but I've said this before in other videos. I'm currently trying to build out my like nighttime or more dressed up wardrobe. Ever since COVID, it just like is non-existent and I never know what to wear. So in both of the outfits that I picked out from Simon's, I went like very nighttime. I got the top in a size medium. I think when I go to the store, I'm gonna see if I can try on a small just to compare. An amazing thing about Simon's, and one of the things that they're like known for, is their incredible return policy. They really want you to love what you buy, so you can always bring it back or exchange it, which I just think is amazing. And the same goes for online. So I worked at Simon's in the econ department. I was like a seasonal employee, and it was my very first job when I came to Montreal. I came to Montreal in September of 2014 and I got hired at Simon's in November of 2014. I was so shy when it came to speaking French. And I remember applying for a job at Simon's because I had come, like when I would come to Montreal before I moved here, we would always go shopping at Simon's. It was like our destination. This was before online shopping was like as popular as it is. So we'd always go to Simon's. So I went there, I dropped off my resume, and when they called me for the interview, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this interview in French. And before the interview, I remember sitting outside the office and I was getting nervous and I was like, just fake it till you make it, Zoey. Like, fake it till you make it. And I went in, I got the job. So I worked there one Christmas season. Then because I was seasonal, I stopped working. Ended up going back in the summertime and staying through to the following Christmas season. And this is where my story is like kind of sad, but basically because I was a seasonal employee, I was like, my contract ended after that Christmas season. And I loved working there so much, you guys. I sobbed in the manager's office and I was like, please let me stay. I love it here. And they were like, we're really sorry. Like, we just don't need any more staff. And I was crying, but they were really nice to me and they got me a cab home. I made so many friends while working there, really, really good, close friends. I improved my French speaking ability like times 100 because Simon's really values their French culture, like the Québécois culture. And it was just like an incredible place to work. To this day, when I go back into the store, I see people that I worked with who are still working there, which I think just goes to show what an amazing culture and place to work it is. And I don't know, I just really like supporting stores like that. The next outfit I'm gonna show you comes from their Twick brand. And it's very much on the affordable side, which I love. First things first, I got this insane pink satin top with these show-stopping feathers on the sleeve. I saw this on like their homepage or their like trending page and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to get this. Let's try it on. This is the shirt. It is out of this world. It's kind of that like pajama trend. But these feathers, oh my gosh. I got a size medium because they were starting to sell out. I feel like I like the oversized because of this bow, you can just tie it tighter. You could also like wrap the bow around your waist and it's so comfortable. It works with these pants, but I got some special pants to make like a full outfit, which are these black pants with the front slit. I've been wanting a pair of pants like this for so long and I felt like these ones were perfect and affordable and they have a stretchy waist, which I love. The pants fit perfectly as well. I might need to get them hemmed a little bit. I'm gonna have to try them on with like different types of shoes because they touch the ground. But for me, the area that I always have a hard time with pants fitting is around the waist. I really hate when they're like too tight, but I just ate not too long ago and these feel really, really good. Plus they're nice and comfortable throughout the leg. The material's really soft. And together, this outfit is just like perfect. It's exactly what my wardrobe is missing. So I've been choosing to shop at Simon's for many, many years. It really has a special place in my heart. And when they reached out and wanted to partner on this video together, it was just such a dream come true, such a lucky manifestation moment. So I'm really grateful to Simon's for working with me on this video. I will link all of these pieces down below. You guys, I highly, highly, highly recommend taking a peek at their website. They have everything you could possibly need fashion-wise, from basics, undergarments, houseware, like I said, to some fun like party pieces like this. I feel like I could go on and on about how excited and grateful and just like wow I feel both about these outfits and about the opportunity to work with and promote a brand like Simon's. But I think you guys get the picture by now. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Honestly, like just, I'm so grateful. Thank you. So I'm gonna get dressed now and it's finally time to head downtown. I'm gonna wear these pants downtown and I put back on the cardigan just because it's really cold today. If it was nicer, I would totally wear the pink top, but I have to put a jacket over top. So I'm gonna wear this. I really like how it looks. And my office is like a total disaster. So I'm just gonna tidy up really quick before I leave and then we're gonna hit it. I could not make this up if I tried. I never really properly told this story, but a couple months ago, my car was parked overnight on the street. It was like allowed to be where it was, everything was fine. And a snow removal truck came, smashed my window, and did a huge dent in the side of my car. It was a hit and run. They didn't like leave their information or anything. The only reason I know it was a snow removal truck is because I got the security footage. I submitted the footage to the police, and I honestly had kind of lost hope that anything would happen. And my insurance, my really expensive insurance, will only cover me without a deductible if we can find who did it and like basically get them to admit fault. So the police was working on it. I knew the police were working on it, but I just figured, you know, they have so much bigger things to do. But I just got a voicemail from the agent in charge of my file. They found the company who did it, and they're going to issue me a check for the cost of the repairs. I had given up on this. I had given up. This is such an incredible surprise. Like, I was getting ready to kind of save up and end up paying out of pocket for these repairs. I'm shook. I'm so shook. This is literally my lucky day. This is so cute, and it reminds me of my egg sweater. I kind of like the navy one. This is my section. There used to be a cash register here in that corner, but the good cash was like over there where the dressing rooms are. Going downtown is so much fun. I feel like it's such good energy, and it just reminds me of when it was my dream to live in Montreal, and now I do, you know. And I think sometimes, like, I've lived here for almost 10 years, like, you can kind of take it for granted. So it's just nice to remind yourself of like why you live where you live and be grateful for where you live. And everywhere, every city, every place is special. So I have to say though, I am exhausted. It's just been a really long day. It's almost 5 now. I'm just actually at the farmer's market. We're gonna go pick up another little lucky girl thing. So when I got the idea for this video, right away an idea that came to mind is to buy flowers. I am not someone who splurges on flowers for myself or for the house. They're beautiful, okay? They're so beautiful. But it breaks my heart when they die because they're expensive and they're so beautiful, and then like, ugh. But I was like, you know what, Zoe, when it's Lucky Girl Day, maybe you can splurge and buy yourself flowers. So I'm coming to the market to go to the flower shop, and we're gonna treat ourselves to a nice little bouquet. I'm home, reunited with Maggie. Good girl. You're my good girl. Are you my good luck charm? Are you my good luck charm with your stinky breath? Huh? I'm gonna do a quick little haul. I'm gonna give you guys my closing thoughts on this lucky day. Overall, this day was amazing, and I feel like a bunch of lucky things did indeed happen. Lucky things certainly happen to us every single day. I think just when you put yourself in the mindset to be grateful for them, you notice them more, and that allows more to come to you. And I really do think it works. Like those positive affirmations that we talked about at the beginning of the video, they work. So I'm gonna show you another little haul from Simon's. While I was walking around the store, there were so many beautiful things, but I kind of told myself, you know, I'm really grateful for those 2 outfits that I got and that I showed you in this video. I really don't need anything else. So like, let's just window shop and let's just have fun. I say this all the time, but I really like clothes and I really like, you know, fashion and the trends. So to me, window shopping or shopping indeed is very like high vibe, and it's a fun activity that I really enjoy. And you don't need to spend money. Like window shopping in and of itself, I think is really fun, and it can really put you in that like a lucky girl mode if that's something you like. I know not everyone likes shopping. Come here, come sit here. Like maybe those activities for you are cooking or going to the restaurant or going to a cafe. Like everyone's different. One thing I knew I wanted to get from Simon's though was a belt, and I wanted to be able to try it on in person. I've been on the hunt for the perfect black and gold leather belt for so long, and I feel like everywhere I go, they're just like so expensive. I didn't want to spend $100 on it. Like $50 to $70 was kind of like my budget for a good quality one. And I found this one with a nice brass buckle. It's very, very basic, which is what I wanted. And I didn't want like Western. I didn't want, you know, a logo, nothing. And it's real leather made in Canada, which we love. So this was $60, which I think is pretty good. It was right on my budget. The next thing I got was a big splurge. Okay, big splurge, but you guys aren't gonna believe this story. I swear, my lucky day. I went into the shoe section, which is new, and they have all of my favorite brands, so many nice shoes. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm in shoe heaven. This year, I knew I wanted to get the big buckle Birkenstocks. I was on the fence about getting them last year. I opted to get just like the regular classic Birkenstocks, and I loved them. I loved them so much. This year, I told myself I could get the big buckle ones for like a little bit more dressed up, and that would be the only sandals that I buy for the summer. We'll see about that. But they would be like my everyday go-to sandal. Of course, they had them at Simon's. And I was like, should I try them on? Should I get them? Last year, everywhere I looked, they were always sold out, which I think is why I ended up getting the classic ones. Plus the classic ones are a little bit cheaper. Anyway, I told myself just to try them on for fun because we're having a fun, lucky day. It's just window shopping. I guess I should show you what I'm even talking about. This is the big buckle. So it's like this big gold buckle. I asked the sales associate if she had them in a 38, and she was like, oh girl, I'm sorry. We only have this one display size left. There was like a sticker on the tag. So I was like, oh shoot. And she's like, you know what? Let me just go check anyways. So I was like, okay. She comes back with the Birkenstocks. It's a sign I have to get them. She came back with the Birkenstocks. So I got them. I am obsessed. I know it was like cold today and I was wearing a scarf, but the weather's gonna flip at the drop of a hat, and these are gonna be my everyday sandal. And then I got the flowers from the market. I got a bundle of eucalyptus. I'm gonna put this in the shower, which I feel every day will be my little reminder of my lucky girl syndrome. Oh my gosh, the smell of eucalyptus reminds me of Australia. When I landed in Australia, I was driven to the student dorms, and as soon as I got out of the car at the student dorms, one of the first things I noticed after how freaking hot it was that the air smelled like eucalyptus, because there was eucalyptus trees around my dorm, and that has become my favorite scent ever since. That is so cool. And then these were a bit of a splurge. This tiny bouquet was $25, but I told myself, Zoe, you deserve it. I was contemplating bringing them to the office, but I feel like boys like flowers too. So I'm gonna present these to JS, and we'll probably put them out like in the kitchen or the dining room. And for as long as they last, they will be a lucky reminder as well. This is kind of boring, but I got a frozen dinner for us to heat up because, like I said, I'm so tired. And JS is working late tonight, so he's on the phone right now. That's why I'm in the bathroom. Forgot to say that. That is my haul. I want to close up this video with a couple of notes. The first note is that, like I said, I really think this lucky girl syndrome, these positive affirmations work. That being said, today and this vlog, everything you saw is like an extreme example, a splurge of a day. Like, let's be real, if you work 9 to 5, you can't go out and do this on a Wednesday like I did. And even for myself, like I did not get my work checklist done tonight. Remember that checklist from the beginning of the vlog? It's out the window. Not to mention, everything cost a lot of money today. So these kind of days are fun splurges to have once in a while, but these little elements of the day, I think that's what we can take away and implement into our everyday life to feel that lucky girl syndrome every day. So you don't need to go get yourself new sandals and get new flowers and go grab a matcha and go out for lunch. Maybe you just get yourself some fresh flowers. Maybe you just go grab a matcha. You know what I mean? You do you, but I'm just trying to say that I'm not trying to act like this is a realistic day that everybody can do, afford, etc. If I lived like this every day, I would be bankrupt. The next thing I want to say is that, you know, I just said like my work checklist went out the window, blah, 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 but something I was reflecting on was like, because I started to feel bad and I was like, oh, Zoey, like you weren't productive today. And then I kind of clicked where I was like, this is my job. Like, going out and having fun is my job, and that is insane, and I am so lucky to be able to do that. So I want to thank you for watching this video, for supporting my channel, for subscribing and commenting, and just all of your support and love. You are literally helping make my dreams come true, and you make me feel so lucky. So I just really want to thank you for your support and for kind of being my friend and being a part of our like community here. Like, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I love you, and I hope that this video made you smile, made you feel inspired, made you feel happy, at least made you feel entertained. I really hope you enjoyed it. Lastly, I want to thank Simons for partnering with me on this video. What a dream come true. What a full circle moment. I'm back working with Simons. Instead of working at Simons, I'm working with Simons. And I think I'm gonna go in the sauna and relax. I am so exhausted. That's the last time I'll say it. I will stop talking now. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.